Yo, what up, YouTube? What up? A lot of niggas waiting, you know what I'm saying, for a nigga to fall in his life, alright? I know some of you guys are on the sidelines, don't think I can see. I can see very well. And you know that knowledge is a lie if they said love is blind and I can see you. So I'll see you in the ICU. Trying to fuck with minds, and I pray before God. I don't carry a sword. I don't roll with no mob. My diet is, I'd be lucky if I get 2,000 calories, but I probably doubt it. Still go to the gym in the morning. It's a commitment. A little maintenance to get through the day. Car is on the rickets. Family not even speaking to me. And I know that this is a pattern. And now I'm understanding everything that is so secret. A secret is what is kept secretly. It does not mean one has knowledge. Oh, to be or not to be COVID-19, that is the question. Blade movie franchise, they spoke of MAGRA. One of the spirits roaming the earth in these dark nights is like Deacon Frost. But it's not the actor. But rather yet, maybe so it is. The hive is real, and yet still I live. And I ain't going nowhere. Hi, my name is Nouan. Your name is I don't care. And I can tell when there's nothing inside and you put your showboat on. There's a hole in the floorboard and I see you sinking. Phil Collins in the background. It's in the air tonight. Principalities, we know what I'm talking about. Niggas is thirsty, go grab a Sprite. That uppercut's dangerous, but I'm coming right. And I'm telling you, I ain't going nowhere. Fuck your friends and fuck your cares. Sitting here as a targeted individual. Creatures of the night, there are several types of cryptids. Niggas looking in space, but they need to be looking at Earth. There's a comet, the color of green, that just passed by us. For some say, whoo, that barely missed us. For me, I look at it like karma. Keep playing with that hairline trigger and you might get fired. You just might lose your job. 1000%. I knew my mother before, and now she is a lot different. Same facial features, same dental structure, but her attitude is like a Karen from the East Coast. I've never met her before. When she speaks to me, it's business casual and the emails are quite different. She calls randomly, but when I call back, she doesn't answer. Who's scared of us? I'm just a nigga. 1000%. A situation I was put in, I've been blacklisted because all the Masons, I presume, unless this changed instantly, should open up their businesses. They run off of confusion. You see, I told you last time that when I applied for a certain job at a certain location, they asked me if I could work the position I applied at another job that same day. Meaning that the individual or the spirit that was inside of the sister that answered me at the front door was abound with my information amongst both jobs, knowing that she was asking for my talents and credentials for a position that was different for the job that was allotted on the internet. So either she didn't know her job or she spilled a whole lot of information. I ain't saying this wet work, but I got my mop out. People come around me in the gym. The intenseness is invigorating. It's exhilarating when I lift and I can sense them amongst me, biting their lower lip because they can hardly take it. Vampires or not, this nigga will bite back and you will lose all of it. I did this with my mind, calculations and Holy Spirit. I'm a tactician. You niggas in some rivers that you can't really swim in. And I'm the piranhas. You may be able to tread water, but not with your feet underneath you because they've been bitten off. You done got defeated. %1,000%. Hit with some shit. MAGRA came down. I started to change my porn, started to look a little bit different. I'm a kid from the 90s. Check out my swagger. I'm like Mac Miller. I don't even rap. These words just come to me. I say them phonetically and hope it hits your brain. I'm not complacent, but I know your processing speed ain't nothing next to mine, like I next to you on a keyboard design. I'm not a separatist, but life has kind of kept us separate. You see, I'm a child of the daylight, but I stayed awake all night, so that's 24 hours and 24/7. The seventh day being the Sabbath that I rest on, and you can't get no rest because you restless. There's several shockers, maybe even 7, and I might be in 7th heaven. But there ain't no white people amongst me. Y'all niggas struggling with impotence, I suggest with all the drinks that are on the internet that you build yourself a concoction. I suggest you try some celery. It works a little bit better along with some beets. That's free information. I don't even gotta research. I just got that kind of swagger. There's a lot of shit I could talk about. Shit that I done came about without looking for it directly just to do with my health. I ain't got diabetes and I've been surviving on carbohydrates, pancakes, rice, and beans. All carbohydrates. Brushing my teeth, aiming for twice a day to deal with the candida because it breaks down to sugars. I ain't got no shit. And the shit that people get is quite intricate because when I see them get it, it seems like it has scarcely stayed away from me. This ain't me bolstering in any type of way, but I could say that God protected me outside of that pyramid because he says, stay free from the sins of Egypt and I will heal you. And I don't even have medical insurance. So when that disease came down, such as a common cold, a respiratory virus, and we called it COVID-19. Maybe that was something else. Maybe it was something foreign. Your immune system, since the fucking early days, should been able to fight off a common cold, especially if it's respiratory. Niggas get the COVID shot and then they start wearing sunglasses. YouTube, this ain't medical misinformation. I'm just speaking and praying in a poem. They call them Psalms. Nothing I said was any type of information or factual, and if you missed the celery or the beets, then you missed anything that could be prescribed as somewhat medical suggestion, but it wasn't medical. You see, I don't deal with the medical emblem. That's just not my persona. I keep it spiritual. Many Christian channels so subtle I can see all the signs that you put up on them. I ain't judging you, just know that I could tell y'all niggas ain't really what you say you are. I got the congregation swaying and he's spraying like an AK-47, and God said they be drunk in the day. Didn't know that they could dodge bullets. Must be one of them creatures from the night twitching down the alley coming for me. But I drive over them like a Ford Focus. I just hear the bodies on the ground. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. Sound like a drum set. Heavy metal, maybe Metallica blaring out of my sound. Air conditioner turned up. Know they like things to be cool, and I'm just a cool nigga, and now I'm here sitting. Speculating on this spectator sport that I'm not allowed to get into, and I don't really want to. Entry-level jobs with 2 degrees, this is something that you can't hide. I can't get a court date because I can't afford a lawyer. But let me tell you, with that, driving to the gym without insurance, I'm just one police ticket from getting a court date and a whole lot of information being sprayed out in the public. I seen a cop today. He pulled over another subject across the street, and I kind of was delighted where before I kind of fretted. Just a few seconds later, one wrong move, you could have stopped the wrong car, and I won't say nothing till I get in that courtroom. And now all the secrets are exposed, you blood-sucking fucking vampires. I'm coming for you. Stakes exposed, but don't call me Blade. I'm something kind of different. From the fields to this home, I'm still a slave, but I got free will, and y'all are saying something different. Guess the Holy Spirit isn't sovereign. Y'all niggas got a problem. I don't think that there's 12 steps for that, but it might be 12 tribes, and I don't see any of them talking. I seem to be the only one. You won't find my ass inside a church or amongst a motherfucking congregation, never. And God don't even stay there ever. So what you do in the dark and then go to church and act self-righteous, that's forever. And your pride is the weight of insecurity. I'm laughing at it, and I'm not laughing at it secretly, and nobody dare bare their teeth at me, cause I'll knock it out of them. And they say he's talking that shit. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't know about that. That shit I talk about just be the truth. Where the fuck is you at? You niggas is exposed like roaches. Coming up in that thing around your house and your wife smell like Irish Springs. Nigga, I know what you went to. Ashley Madison and them wedding rings. Not a nigga is loyal. If you can't be loyal to your faith, you sure in the fuck can't be loyal to a hoe, and I see a whole lot of trophies. Let me borrow her for a night. I ain't got $1 million, but you might not be doing something right. I could tell by that twinkle in her eye. I'd start to look at the ground. I don't even want to look. I keep my face a lot of the time really focused, like Shin walking backwards with the garment to cover his father's nakedness. I don't want to do this, but you forcing my hand. Put me behind bars and everything will fall, and I'll tell you, I'll still be standing on top of your neck. Obelisk. That worm that screeches, that dieth not, is all up in your head and all up in your organs, keeping you alive. And I say to these youngsters, look alive, and they act surprised. They ain't never heard that shit before. I'm not really a poster and I'm not trying to roast you, but I surely will put you up on taxidermy. A lot of niggas dying nowadays, and it seems like people got a problem, like out of the Blade 2 movie. These new vampires are kind of different. They got a thirst for blood like a crack habit. And the shit is getting worse. Kids don't even fucking play outside. I go on walks at night, and now niggas talking about night walkers. Well, let me tell you something. I'll put you down and moonwalk all across you. Just call me Michael. That's the last thing you hear when I scream for that archangel. Helicarriers be coming round. On the videos they be loud, but around me I don't hear a sound. They just float across the sky. And I'm like, wow, that sure is interesting. I seen a plane fly before the moon, and the plane was out of proportion. That's right. The plane was too big to be before that moon. There's a whole lot of projections. Catching fire like a mockingjay. I used to go by Jay, but anyway, now I go by no one. But I don't got a bow and arrow. They called me stupid before, nobody's calling me stupid now, and I could talk about these things openly because I'm not under oath, and I go before that courtroom and I spray it all out. Everybody looking stupid. Dare they tell me wrong? They might say that nigga's crazy, but then they couldn't get their words right because they'd have to prove it. Phonetically, intellectually, or as a tactician, I separate them apart in their psychology. They can't fuck with me, they just filled with collagen. This is dry bones. And before I started, I had no beef to pick with any niggas, but niggas wanted to pick at the beef, so now I'm here, raw and tender. Dating that for you niggas that be cheating. We all know about it. Posting up these niggas, posting up their pictures, putting it on the internet, getting jacked by AI, and then it getting re-administered all across the web. And I'm like the spider crawler. Teleportation, your profile end up everywhere. You could call yourself Nightcrawler. Guess y'all niggas is like the X-Men. That's X-Men. Used to be. Has been. I won't go any deeper. That's 6 feet. Watch your kids near that deep end. So I'm speculating in my mind why these niggas acting like vampires. You don't see niggas outside during the daytime. And when they are, a lot of the time, even in stores, they wear sunglasses, don't they? Nothing to see here, not a problem. We're all the same inside of the hive mind. And I'm on the outside looking over. Niggas thinking I'm eerily, scarily, but quite in fact, I'm quite readily. And the way I'm looking is at these females like Monica, but then there's something kind of wrong with them, so I stopped looking. Ostracized, I ain't got no problem with sticking my head in the ground. That's probably safer than where it could be stuck in. Better use protection, get price chopper bags of free plastic and get 2 of them. Obelisk, ley lines, energy grids, Deep underground military bases, the whole nine. Ain't none of this shit secret. Niggas be on the earth and then they come to disappear. I ain't saying that they died, them cemeteries never fill. Isn't that interesting? Most of the landscape should be tombstones, but it's not. These niggas still walking around. But it's not about their prowess or their tenacity. It's like what set are you in? And everybody's entangled to fight one another. Sounds very organized. You got the chaos down. Where's the order? Have it your way. Extra value meal Kang. Like Kang the Conqueror. Have it your way. But this right here, you can't conquer. I don't care what spirit you niggas got inside of you or how you shapeshift. Just know, don't start shit. I may not be great, but in a second with that Holy Spirit, Samson could turn into Clark Kent. You niggas is tripping. When I go to the gym, I don't lift heavy weights. I lift light weights, but I do a whole lot of them. I don't want niggas to notice. I'm not a showy guy. In fact, I like to be left alone. Most dangerous animals do. Y'all niggas out too frequently. That means the prowess of your expertise is in your physical abilities, and you don't know how to deal with a tactician. That's why I got you wrapped up all in your mind. We heard of arm bars and leg bars, but a brain bar is quite different. And there's nothing that really can be done. Those around me are so different, I could tell that they haven't studied. They can't do much without me. All you niggas is lie, I'll be telling the truth. If I move, y'all niggas is fucked. And you know it, so make this shit right. Any way that I lean, and when I'm driving around the scene, at least summoning, you see a busted down gray car, leave it alone. You don't know what you fucking with. I welcome you like a welcome mat. This don't have to do with armory, bullets and guns or handcuffs. I'll trap you inside your oath and burn you alive. You think hell woke up. But I'm not a hellraiser. I like it quiet with the peace. And y'all niggas who say you killers, you just don't understand it. Get out of the business. The victory is sweet, but this nigga ain't living off peaches. Online, all I did was gather some scripture and preach. But now I'm not preaching. Maybe the ceremony was different. Church of SARDIS, that's where y'all niggas is at, dead. Anytime my mom calls, I know it's gonna be on some awkward shit, and she don't really want to talk about it because she not herself and she's self-aware. That's how she get wrapped up. What the fuck you calling for? Just drop in my Venmo account like you usually do, or leave it in the front door. What the fuck did you do to my father? Seem like all the men in my family's life have died. This is the spirit of ISIS just the same. Get with the program or jump on a plane. But if you don't have the money, then you stuck here. Looks like they want us. They confused but running backwards. They can't decide which way they want to go. If you can't beat us, then join us. I picked up a bet. Fuck it. Walking on the stage like a lion. Just don't call me DMX, but that's my brother. I don't care. I don't got claws or fangs or none of those things. But I do got a heart. And that heart is real strong. Come at me, I'll turn your rib cage into a knife rack. Prime rib. All I gotta do is get in the zone. If you got spirits and I'm like an antenna, what you think you dealing with, don't get obsessed over my figure or what I look like. But I tell you, a vampire, a werewolf, or any other type of cryptid there is, are manted. Mostly all of them is scared of niggas. Look at the racial classism. All I gotta do is jab, and in that jab, y'all see a whole big picture, and it's quite vivid, and that'll collapse you in on itself, except for the mind control that's stuck in your head that they planted all babies with. See, I overcame that. Why the fuck do you want to play with some type of thing like that? Either it's some type of super apex predator, or it's some type of rat. Either way, I can't tell the difference, but so far this nigga ain't been snitching. That don't mean not to use my artillery for the right occasion. Jesus would promote it, and y'all niggas know it. And you take them Bibles out them fucking temples before I burn you between the pages. You wanna know what a beast is? A beast is alive, and a beast is a fresh Bible in every single one of them temples. He who has an ear, let him hear. Didn't mean that they could not hear or they could not have ears. It means that they were liars, so they heard different. The spirit of error. Look how I close that piano case around your fingers as you touch on those black and white keys, and we're so segregated. Black and white Masonic checkerboards have never looked so different. Them niggas is so confused. Even though they lie adjacent, they can't stand each other. And it's not the truth, but that's a game they have to play. And what type of game is that? Y'all niggas is children in adult bodies, and all you need is a back smack. I'm here to burp you. You thinking that you really climbing Jacob's ladder, turning into something different, saying you a new creature? Well, I'm still in the same flesh, bone, and blood. And my attitude is kind of different. I'm clocking environments and exits, but I'm not a fucking active shooter. Before I wanted to help, but niggas is so clueless, they can't even walk in a straight line. So I'm belting out. Everybody's gonna get lit. And I say all this freely, and you know I got free speech. Not one of the SWAT team is coming to my house, and not one of them hackers will swat me, cause the spirit is everywhere. Niggas is immortal until they come across God and they get peeled off the earth like an orange peel. Niggas say I'm immortal. I say that's cool, I'm just real. The truth is revealed, it doesn't move for no one. It don't matter how strong you think you are, you break before it. Niggas swear oaths inside of courtrooms, but you have to bow before your honor, and everybody know what that day star is about. I'm clocking your success driving down the street. You think you fresh, riding around in spinners. Nigga, you must not been around that long. Every hungry nigga is an opportunist. You too comfortable. You don't think like a tactician. Your confidence is in the ambience of your audience that you call your peers. And them niggas don't do shit but sit at they desk and direct orders. I didn't know I could be a keyboard warrior off the internet cause niggas had chips. California Highway Patrol, look at that covering, just call me Shim. Make my situation right now and save yourself a whole lot of hassle. I'm clocking on pastels. I like babies. Y'all niggas like castles. The white ones. I ain't gotta say much, and if you're moved to do as much, then your fear is your fear, and that's the spirit you have. Like I said, I double dutch on you. Peace and blessings. If you can't have peace and blessings, then rest in pieces with your peace. And peace be upon you. I'm out.